we are on lesson 22. Make sure you've got your name at your top of your power up. Get going with your math facts here, and then remember, you'll have all your number, your mental math, and then your problem of the day. Press pause. When you're done, press play, and we'll go ahead and correct this together. All right. 6 plus 6 is 12. I always can tell who's watching my videos by who's circling those facts every time. 3 plus 8 is 11. 5 plus 9 is 14. 2 plus 3 is 5. 4 plus 9 is 13. 3 plus 4 is 7. 8 plus 9 is 17. 2 plus 7 is 9. 0 plus 3 is 3. 4 plus 4 is 8. 4 plus 8 is 12. 2 plus 9 is 11. 7 plus 8 is 15. 4 plus 5 is 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. 2 plus 6 is 8. 5 plus 5 is 10. 6 plus 7 is 13. 3 plus 7 is 10. 9 plus 9 is 18. 7 plus 9 is 16. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 5 is 11. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 9 is 15. 4 plus 7 is 11. 0 plus 0 is 0. 2 plus 2 is 4. 3 plus 9 is 12. 5 plus 8 is 13. 3 plus 6 is 9. 8 plus 8 is 16. 4 plus 6 is 10. 2 plus 5 is 7. 6 plus 8 is 14. 3 plus 5 is 8. 5 plus 7 is 12. 10 plus 10 is 20. 2 plus 8 is 10. And 7 plus 7 is 14. Counting today, we're counting by sevens from 7 up to 35. Do it with me. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. And back down. 35, 28, 21, 14, 7. Mental math. A says 63 plus 21. 3 plus 1 is 4. 6 plus 2 is 8. So you get 84. B, 36 plus 29 plus 30. Well, 6 plus 9 is 15. 1 goes up, 5 comes down. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 2 more is 6, plus 3 more is 9. So we get 95. C, we get 130 plus 200 plus 300. 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0. 3 plus 0 plus 0 is 3. And 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 3 more is 6. So we get 630. D, if a triangle measures 1 centimeter on each side, what is the perimeter? Got our triangle. 1, 1, 1. Well, 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 1 more is 3, so we get perimeter equals 3 centimeters. E, what time is 2 hours after 1 p.m.? Well, if we have 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m. would be 2 hours after 1 p.m. F, so 1 p.m. plus 2 hours gives us 3 p.m. F says, what is the total cost of 2 pens that are $1 each and 1 pair of scissors that is $4? So we've got 2 pens. Each is $1. So 1 plus 1 is 2, so our pens are going to cost $2. And then our scissors are $4, so we go to 2 plus 4, and we get $6. Then for G, coming over here to this side of my paper, G says round $2.22 to the nearest 25 cents. 222 to the nearest 25 cents is 22 closest to 0, 25, 50, 75, or $1. It's closest to 25, so we'd get $2.25. H says how many centimeters are equal to 1 meter? Well, cent means 100, so 100 centimeters are in 1 meter, so 100 centimeters. Next, 7 days after Tuesday is Tuesday. 14 days after Tuesday is Tuesday. 21 days after Tuesday is Tuesday. What day of the week is 70 days after Tuesday? Well, 7 can go into 70 10 times, right? Because 10 times 7 is 70. So, 70 days after Tuesday is still going to be Tuesday. All right? Oh, sorry, I went right through the middle. There you go. Go ahead, flip it over. I'll get up to my board. We'll go through our objectives for today as we're going through lesson 22. Third grade, we're on lesson 22 today. Our objectives. Today you will learn how to name fractions and how to estimate sums. Remember, the sum is the answer to an addition problem. Now, when we have fractions, we talk about a couple things. Our numerator and then our denominator. Numerator is the top number, denominator's the bottom number. So, if I had a circle here, and I was going to divide it into two pieces, my top number is going to tell me how many of these are shaded in. My bottom number is going to tell me how many pieces I have. So, numerator over denominator. So, how many pieces are shaded in? 1. How many total pieces are there? 1, 2. So this is 1/2. It would be the same if we had a circle and we split it into thirds. Now notice each of these is about the same size. In your math textbook, they're exactly the same size. When I just free draw it, I might be a little bit off, but that's okay. So, if I have this right here, that would be 1/3, right? Because 1 is shaded, and then there's 1, 2, 3 pieces total. If I shaded another one, well, now I got 2 pieces shaded, so now I got 2/3. Okay? Well, let's look at this. Let's look at example 1. In example 1, it says that we need to shade 3/4. So let's go ahead and color in 3. 1, 2, 3. Doesn't matter which 3 you color in, but then which fraction is it? You want to say 3 because 3 are shaded over 4. Because 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. So this is 3/4. Example 1, 3/4. Example 2. Example 2 says a dime is what fraction of a dollar? Well, we got 10 dimes in a dollar, right? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 cents is a dollar. So what fraction would just one of those be? Well, if I was just looking at one of these, well, that's 1 out of how many total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it'd be 1/10. For example 3, we're going to look at what fraction of a dollar is 3/4. Well, 4/4 equal a dollar. 25, 50, 75, a dollar. So I know there are 4 total quarters in a dollar, so my bottom number is going to be 4. And then if we're talking about 3 of those, 3 is going to be my numerator, so I get 3/4. Example 4 today, we're going to add some decimal points. Now when we add decimal points, it's going to be really important that we line up the decimal point. Notice how my decimal point right here and here, they're right on top of each other, right? They're lined up. We want to always line up the decimal points. So I can go ahead and I can add. 5 plus 5 is 10. 1 goes up. 0 comes down. 7 plus 7 is 14. Add 1 gives me 15. 1 goes up. 5 comes down. 1 plus 3 is 4. Plus 2 more is 6. Now I just bring down my decimal point. If it's all lined up, that makes that really easy, and I can say it's $6.50. Now for example 5, we need to estimate the total cost. It says Imelda purchased some packets of vegetable seeds for $3.27 and some tomato plants for $4.48. What is a reasonable estimate of the total cost of her purchase? So I'm going to estimate these. I'm going to estimate to the nearest 25 cents. So let's look at 27. Is that closest to 0, 25, 50, 75, or $1? Well, it's closest to 25. So I'm going to do $3.25, right? Because that's right to the nearest 25 cents. And then here, 49, what's that closest to? Well, it's only one off of 50, so it's close to 50. So I get $4.50. Now I can go ahead and add those. Notice how my decimal points are lined up. 5 plus 0 is 5. 2 plus 5 is 7. Bring down my decimal point. 3 plus 4 is 7. So a reasonable estimate would be $7.75. Our lesson practice, I'm going to hop under my dot cam and we can look at the lesson practice there. For our lesson practice, it's on page 137. What fraction of each shape is shaded? For 1. For A, what's shaded there? Well, see, we got 1 shaded, and how many total? 1, 2, 3. For B, how many are shaded? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many total are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we get 5 ninths. C says order these fractions. Use the models below to order the fractions from least to greatest. So which one's the least here? Which has the least shaded? Well, this middle part, right? So 1, 2, that's 2 tenths. What about next? 1/4 or 1/3? 1/4. And finally, 1/3. We'll do the same thing for D. Which one is the least? Has the least amount shaded in 1/2 goes to here, 3/8 goes to here, 2/5 goes to here. So it'd be 3/8 first. The next smallest would be 2/5. Then the biggest would be 1/2. We're skipping E and F, go on to G. 3 dimes are what fraction of a dollar? 3 dimes. Well, for example 2, we said that 1 dime was 1/10. So 3 dimes would be 3/10, right? Because it's 3 out of 10 that make the dollar. H, we have $2.75 plus $2.75. Go ahead and add those. Make sure you line up the decimal points. 5 plus 5 is 10. 1 goes up, 0 goes down. 7 plus 7 is 14, plus 1 more is 15. 1 goes up, 5 goes down. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 1 more is 5. Bring down your decimal point, so I get $5.50. I'm going to add as well. I didn't quite give myself enough space, so I'm just going to draw an arrow out here. It says $3.65 plus $4.28. 5 plus 8 is 13. 1 goes up, 3 comes down. 2 plus 6 is 8, plus 1 more is 9. And then 3 plus 4 is 7. So you get $7.93. You can go ahead and tuck that in your folder, and then we'll get after some problems together. We're in lesson 22. Make sure you've got your name on the top. Number 4, we'll start with 80, 72, 64. Write the next 3 numbers in each counting sequence. So I had 80, 72, 64, and I need to find my next 3. Well, how am I getting from 80 down to 72? Minus what? Well, 80 minus what gives me 72? Well, right away I see this ends with a 0 and this ends with a 2. So if this was 10 minus what to get me 2, it would be 10 minus 8 equals 2. Let's double check that. 80, 79, 78, 77, 76, 75, 74, 73, 72. Yep, that was 8. So I'm subtracting 8. What's 64 minus 8? 64 minus 4 would get me down to 60. Minus 4 more would bring me down to 56. 56 minus 8. 56 minus 6 would get me down to 50. Minus 2 more would get me down to 48. And 48 minus 8 is going to get me down to 40. So I'm going to write 56, 48, 40. Next one we'll do together is number 7. A yard is how many feet long? Well, a yard is 3 feet. So 1 yard equals 3 feet. That's one of those things that you can find in your resource folder, or you can just memorize. So 1 yard equals 3 feet. Question said a yard is how many feet long? 3 feet long. Heading on the back side, we're going to do number 26. 26 says, sketch a circle. Draw 2 diameters to divide the circle into 4 equal parts. Shade 1. So 26. I'm sorry, guys. We're on page 139 if you haven't caught up with me. So we need 2 diameters. So 1 here, 1 here, and then it says shade 1 of the parts. So I shade 1, doesn't matter which one. Now I need to say what fraction. Well, that's 1 shaded out of how many total? 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 total. For the total, you count all the shaded and not shaded ones. You can fit that in your box at the side, so draw a circle, shade 1, and write 1/4. 28. One item in the supermarket is marked $1.26. Another is marked $3.73. What's a reasonable estimate for the cost of both items? So we got to add $1.26. What's that closest to? We're going to round to the nearest 25 cents. 0, 25, 50, 75, or $1. Well, it's closest to 25, so it'd be $1.25. Plus, the other item is marked at $3.73. What's that closest to? Well, 73 is closest to 75, so plus 75. Let's go ahead and add them up. 5 plus 5 is 10. 1 goes up. 0 comes down. 1 plus 2 is 3. Plus 7 more gives me 10. 1 goes up. 0 comes down. 1 plus 1 is 2. Plus 3 is 5. So I get $5. 28. $5. And 29. This table shows the heights of 4 waterfalls. Write the names of the waterfalls in order from least to greatest. Which is the smallest? 620, 630, 614, or 656? Well, the 6 is the same at all, though, so I'm looking at the next numbers. Well, that 14 is the smallest, so I'm going to write the name of the waterfall, Wentworth. Then what's the next smallest? 14, well, 620. So next would be Multnomah. Next, 656 or 630? Well, 630 is shorter, so you've got this next one, Molletsuye. And then you've got your last one, Reichenbach. The spelling's right in your book on page 139, so make sure you use that as your resource. And then for 29, you can write C box. Good luck on the rest of your problems. If you've got any questions, make sure to reach out to me on our Zoom call at 1.